Hey guys, I'm here with my dear friend Dara Duvernay. Dara is an amazing oracle and life direction specialist.
That's, yeah.
Right. And she just did something amazing for me, a North Node reading. So basically, do you want to tell us a little bit about
Sure.
that? And
Sure. I say, to sum it up in a nutshell, I say life direction specialist, but it's really like I help people figure out where to be via astrogeography, which is the astrology of place, which is what we took a look at, and what to do in that place. And one of my secret tools is the North Nodes. So in a session, in a guidance session like we did the other day, I look at someone's North Node and their South Node, and it tells me their soul's wish. So because I can't do readings for
Beautiful.
everyone like we did in person, I do readings for people
so their
around
soul's wish is like their destiny.
their dharma.
So you're like reading people's dharma.
I can see your
for them.
dharma. I can
So
see your dharma.
So if
as
people
I-
are like sort of stuck, or like these people are telling them to do this, and
Yeah.
this group is telling them, and they don't know what to do, you look at their
pretty much
mapping and you say like, this is the course.
Yeah, and I use my intuition. I definitely am here to help guide people. And I developed a do-it-yourself course because not everybody can do a session. I can't read for the whole world. So I developed a North Nodes life tool that you can learn what your Dharma is, what your North Node, your spiritual shining star is. And then when you say people are stuck, it's usually because they're operating out of their South Node, which is their karma.
Right, and we talked about that too. That was so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because I often, like in this phase of my life,
Yeah.
I feel like half of me wants to go this way and the other half wants to go this way, and they're complete opposites. And so I'm thinking,
Ooh,
like,
I get
why does part of me want to do this and the other part wants to do this? And and you're talking about the South Node versus the North Node, and you were able to tell me, like, this part, I know where this is coming from, don't listen to that.
Yes.
That's the old. And then this part, this is where you're going. So that was really helpful.
Yes, you can identify your shadow behavior. It lives in your South Node behavior, and there's gifts to appreciate from your South Node. For example, you are a wise sage. You're always going to be a sage. You're always going to be sagacious and like a guru. People are always going to want to listen to what you have to say. But because according to your North Node placement, you need to kind of listen to them. So mostly, you're extremely evolved. Like, you are definitely following your North Node. You're reaching towards your North Node, your spiritual highest point. When we follow our North Node sign, our souls light up. We're happy. We have conviction in the direction we're heading in.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think, what you felt the other day. You were like, yes, now I know to listen to this little voice, not that one.
And it's really interesting because a lot of the things that I do that are very much of my North Node, sometimes I hesitate to do them, or I feel like maybe I don't deserve to treat myself this way, because a lot of it with my North Node being in Taurus is very like nice, and like luxurious things.
Beautiful mugs filled with a beautiful hot tonic.
Right.
Having a glass of wine and really enjoying yourself and enjoying nature, and it's your birthright to do so.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to do it. Every time you do the little things according to your North Node, your spirit lights up. You get a lift, and then other people can feel it, and then opportunities come. When you behave out of your South Node, Scorpio, we have the same. When you do Scorpio-like things just get kind of dark.
Right.
It's kind of like the light gets turned down, and people don't know what's wrong, but they can feel it, and that's what it is. So it's just so genius, and it's helping so many people, because out of all the things in the astrology, this is like the North Node's like the main one. There's so many beautiful facets to us.
And when it comes to astrology, a lot of people think of like their sun sign, like
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, and then they're
Me
just
too.
like, oh, I'm a Capricorn, this is what I am. And then,
And that's that.
But
there's like,
so much more,
okay.
right? Like the North Node is probably even more impactful than like the sun sign.
Yeah, I've heard it described as the general, like it's the general, and everything else in your chart are like little soldiers. Some are standing at attention, some are slacking off. When you start paying attention to the general, everybody snaps into place, right? Like,
because I was in the
this
Air
is
Force, so I
thing.
really resonate with that metaphor.
It's like, pay attention to the general. We'll deal with all the soldiers, and if they're doing everything right, shining the shoes, but first, pay attention to the general. So yours is Taurus, your South Node is in Scorpio. I'm coming out with the houses. I'm talking about the house placement. So the North Node is what? So yours is in Taurus. You need to be Venusian. Venus, the planet Venus rules Taurus. And so every time you're doing like
so much out of that.
Yeah, every time you're doing that stuff, you feel so good. And because the North Node is placed in the third house, then that's the arena. That's the where you need to be Venusian. That's
And
the
for me,
where
that
you
was
need
Gemini.
to be. Yes, it has an undertone of Gemini. Your North Node, which acts as a lucky charm, it lives in the third house of being local, locally involved, which you are, community, and ding, 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 not pontificating for long periods of time, but really stopping to listen to someone you might not think has the answer. Life is in the details for you, the little facts and details.
Beautiful.
Fast sales when we're going to talk about your beautiful products in your book, but the recommendation, and this is the perfect time to start talking. So I just want to say that I do astrogeography too. So first, where you're living is important. You've got some great lines here and one very powerful one. And then the North Node is going to tell you where you're headed. So I was going to say that when you are, because of your third house placement, it's important for you to keep your finger on the pulse of what's going on in society and give people the information in a quick manner. So now we're going to talk about one of these
CBD.
beautiful. Let's talk about the CBD.
So this is like a practice of delivering things in a very quick manner.
Very quick, and then I'll tell you my story with this very bottle.
Okay, beautiful. So Now Alchemy's CBD. Now Alchemy is a company I founded about 6 years ago, and we have many elixirs. One of them is the CBD. What makes Now Alchemy CBD special is that it's biodynamic and organic. It's also full spectrum, and it's nano enhanced, which means it absorbs immediately, and you get 100% of the benefits.
That was good. That was extremely north. You were north noding. You were like riding the north node wave.
Awesome.
I'm so happy to hear that because people just want to know what's it going to do. Well, it's going to relax you, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to relax.
So it's great for
you.
PTSD, anxiety, inflammation.
Tell me all the things. So
insomnia.
Yeah. Like so many people can't sleep, or they've had too much coffee.
Joint pain.
Joint pain.
You love your coffee.
You can put it right. I gave up coffee
too.
again. We go on and off of coffee. It's off now.
But I'm glad you do that too, because otherwise I would feel like I'm the only one that does this.
I go coffee, and then I'm like, no more coffee.
Yeah, and then like, no.
So I find this so interesting because Archer was here the other day, and he gifted me this, and I have so many. I use them in my tonics daily. They're just magic. Archer is a magical healer with music, arts, healing potions, like just beautiful soul. And so I think I put half a dropper in the tonic that we had. I don't know, I must have half a dropper. Went for a walk, came home, decided to make a video, live video on Instagram. Wow. And I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm just like, making a video. And I did it. And I'm like, you guys, I'm just so relaxed. And then all of a sudden, I was like, oh my God, it's the CBD that I had like 2 or 3 hours before.
Yeah.
And half a dropper, and I was like the most chillaxed person in the whole world. I am so impressed with the potency. Like, sometimes people see bottles of things and like, is that really going to do it? Should I really spend the money?
And honestly,
yes.
I have a lot of people, so the two things that I work with that people commonly say they don't notice anything from are Ormus and CBD.
Yes.
A lot of people are like, I've taken CBD before, I didn't notice anything. But when people take my CBD and they're just like, wow, this is amazing, you know? And I'm just results focused.
You are.
You know, that's it. Like,
You are.
I've never advertised. I don't have Google ads or I don't even have brochures. I'm just all about putting energy into making the best possible elixirs that I can, so that the vibe speaks for itself. You know?
Can you tell me a little bit about Ormus? Give us a little like blip on Ormus, because I'm fascinated with this. And should they feel it or not feel it? Do you think they'll feel it?
Varying rates. Some people will feel it immediately. Some people it takes a couple weeks to start kicking in, but everybody will feel it. So Ormus is a fourth dimensional substance. Fourth dimension being the gateway between the third and the fifth, where spirit lives. So this is karma, manifesting, shamanic abilities like psychic and clairvoyance and empathy, things like that. Yeah. So Ormus helps to awaken all of these gifts within us, and it's actual gold. Yeah, exactly. It's actual gold. So there's gold, rhodium, ruthenium, palladium, silver, and copper in this bottle in Ormus form, as well as over 100 minerals from the sea. So this not only does things for us spiritually and on a soul level, energetically, but also physically. The minerals nourish all of our cells and increase cellular communication, help to balance the brain hemispheres, which actually heals the body. Balancing the brain hemispheres awakens the theta state, and the theta is the healing vibes. So you've heard of like theta healers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're tapping into this theta state, which is like a meditative state, and Ormus actually helps to put us into that state.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I needed to write, because I do need to write, we're at 10. Let's stop it now.
Okay.
Let's come back in a little bit. We'll have a part 2.
All right, part 2 coming up.
So I wanted to say that I'm having difficulty sitting down, focusing, and doing my writing. Which one of your magical potions?
I would say the Elysium.
Shilajit, that's my favorite.
Yeah, because Elysium has Shilajit in it.
Yeah.
And when you described that type of focus, that's more of like a Jing, like forceful drive type energy, and that's Shilajit's great for that.
Okay.
Ormus helps people focus too, but more of like in a surrendered, calm way, where it's like people who are really anxious, like sort of pacing or just they can't stop, their mind's racing. Ormus helps to calm that so that they can focus on something.
So what if somebody's already very calm? I have a friend who's really calm. I was going to give her some CBD, and she's like, "No, I'm really calm."
Mm-hmm.
What would you give somebody for lift or for energy?
Shilajit.
Shilajit.
Yeah,
Because
definitely
it
Shilajit
grounds
for
and
that.
it gives you energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to have to get
Shilajit, the destroyer of weakness and conqueror of mountains. That's what they call Shilajit. And it really awakens a fire. It awakens the metabolism, the libido, drive, even strengthens the nervous system and the immune system. So like literally it makes us like physically stronger.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I saw you have some special Shilajit.
But I have yours downstairs by my computer where I write.
It's nice, right?
So yeah,
it's infused with frankincense. Did you notice? It's good, huh?
In love.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of Elysium and all of Archer's products at Now Alchemy. And so you can go to Now Alchemy, and we're going to have some links below the videos to click you right through to get a discount to his stuff and to my stuff. So I have the North Nodes Life Tool and an Astrogeography Life Tool. They're both courses. They're both very easy, because one of the things that I do is take all this information and distill it in a way that makes it palatable and easy for you to apply daily to your life. Little things you can do to think about, to alter, to navigate. Because whatever you have in your life, you chose. You chose the place that you're living and the energies that are around you for a reason.
So Dara helps you to get out of the past patterns and into the future where you're really going to blossom and flourish.
Yeah.
So go to daradubonnet.com and enter code ARCHER for the courses and the services, and you'll get a discount. Yeah. And go to nowalchemy.com for the elixirs and enter code DARA.
Oh my God, how cute are we?
And you get a discount for that.
You know what the funniest thing and the cutest thing about this is? That I'm a Capricorn, he's a Capricorn. I have a Cancer moon, he is a Cancer moon. We both have Mercury in Sagittarius. We both have North Node Taurus.
We're like the same person. We're basically the same person.
All right, cool. So happy to be with you guys. See you soon.
Love.